Hello and welcome back to another Bakuproject video. This is going to be a new little series I'm starting, inspired by Zeonic Blader's old TCG videos. But enough talk with that. Today we'll be going over Neo Dragonoid from worst to best. We will be looking at their attribute abilities and their place in decks. Note we will not be including all the other cards from their attribute. Number 6. Darkus Neo Dragonoid. Darkus Neo actually isn't as bad as it seems, so going off the ability of sacrificing a bakugan to gain Gs is situational and sounds unappealing at first. In practice can be good when you know an allied bakugan is losing a fight. Though being able to gain very high Gs with one card is great, I believe it's the weakest out of the 6 due to being risky in the long run, most often getting one kill at a trade of one of your own bakugan. Number 5. Ventus Neo Dragonoid. Ventus Neo is another good bakugan. Though looking at his card, since he is Ventus, not many players would feel the need to use big cards right away, since you don't have any boosting cards. But if they do use any big cards, it's best effective against Lightning Tornado, Fire Tornado, Organo, or any bakugan that take away Gs like Vladitor, Vulcan, and even Nemesis. But don't get me wrong, this bakugan's a really solid choice. It's just outshined by other Ventus bakugan like Vulcan, Helios, and Altair. Number 4. Aquos Neo Dragonoid. This one could really go either way for 3rd or 4th, as Aquos Drago can be very good when used right. Most people see this ability and think it's only really good at reflecting or giving G to somebody else. While this is true, I find the best way to use this ability is with the gate card Cheering Battle. You did hear me right. The worst gate card in the game is the best way to use this guy, as once Drago is out and has no Gs, you can just transfer the Gs back with an enemy bakugan. Knowing this, I would actually consider this one of the top picks for Aquos. Number 3. Subterra Neo Dragonoid. As I said for Aquos, Subterra Neo could flip-flop from rank 3 and 4. The one thing Subterra has over Aquos with his ability is that it only requires one used gate card and a single bakugan in both players' hands. As long as the field isn't full and both players have a spare bakugan, you could easily reuse that trade-off or Grand Spirit you just used if you really wanted to. And if you can't, you could always use someone like Wilda to blow up a gate card so you're able to use it. But that bakugan is for a different video. Number 2. Haos Neo Dragonoid. Haos Neo has one of the more simple abilities for Drago, as it's just a 100 for himself and an adjacent bakugan. This ability could be a problem for people who decide to rush a Haos player, though since Haos has quite a few options to get an extra bakugan into battle, this shouldn't really be that much of a problem. Even though this is probably one of the more weaker abilities out of all the Neo Dragonoids, just because it relies on an ally bakugan, it being super easy to pull off is one of the reasons why it's number 2 on this list. Number 1. Pyrus Neo Dragonoid. I'm pretty sure no one was really that surprised about this being number 1, because he's the most straightforward Drago. His ability is literally just a plus 200 and you keep 100. His ability is basically a 3rd Fire Tornado plus a Fire Judge that just stays on you the entire time. This is definitely one of the most powerful Pyrus bakugan in the game right now. I would even say this ability is worth running in other attribute decks where, as you can just use a Pyrus Hazard to lock some players out of their attribute and still gain the boost from this card. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what else I can tell you about this card. Oh, and I guess the Blinding Fire is funny too. Do you guys agree with this list? If not, go ahead and comment below what you would rank them. While you're down there, go ahead and comment down who I should rank next. With that being said, go on out there and burn your enemies to a crisp. Tell them the Spartan sent you.
You can take my cash, you can